it's hard to know what you're going to get from Spain. We saw that in the Euros,
well, in some sense, it's easy to know what you're going to get. You're going to get lots of possession. I think the end product is the difficult part to understand if they're going to wallop a team by 4 or 5, or whether they're going to struggle in front of goal and defend poorly, like Gemma said, and give up a couple against it. You know, a hard-working, decent Swedish side. Now, look, Sweden have got a game in hand as well. The playoffs were mentioned there, and you would think, Spain will go to the playoffs at worst and they'll rumble through. You've only got to remember back to Italy. Pre-2018 World Cup, got to the playoffs against Sweden, went out. Disaster for them. So it's you can't take that chance. Well, you don't have a choice, do you? But what I'm saying is, you don't just think, we'll finish second, we'll get in the playoffs and we'll go through, because that's what Italy thought. So much work to be done, but that looks like where they're heading.
I think the worrying thing would not be that they've lost this. I mean, let's be honest. If you're complaining about losing one game in 66, then you're a little bit nitpicking. I think the problem they have is that he can't make many changes to make it better, if any. You know, do they have anybody better than Laporte and Garcia defensively? I don't really think they have. And who else can they put in up front to put the ball in the back of the net? They've got what they've got. The midfield does its job. It gets the possession to the front players, but the front players can't take advantage of it, and you lose goals. So I'm not quite sure what they can do to change this, because the squad they have, the 11 they have to start, is pretty much what most people would play.
Obviously, they were without Pedri, Gemma, but that one player won't make that much of a difference. He did need that rest. But, I mean, it is a new era in this Spanish national side. Is there any positivity going forward?
Well, probably is that case, thinking that Pedri, Dani Olmo, Oyarzabal, this new generation, these youngsters, that they give sparkle to the game. Pedri is very much reliable. But of course, you cannot depend on an 18, 20, 21 years old player. That's what Spain is sticking on to. Those 4 games are going to be 4 finals, as the topic says. So they are just thinking about Georgia, this new game, and thinking that probably on the next FIFA window they will be having these young guys that gives such a lot to Spain. This Pedri, Oyarzabal, Dani Olmo. Of course, they are also thinking on Ansu Fati.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.